So I will show you how to use TIA to simulate the water pumping system. So open the TIA portal, then create a new project, and then put any name you like. We call it water pumping system. Save it, save it and the desired path. Then press create. Then once you enter into this interface, select this configure device to start to configure the hardware. So then select add new device to select the PLC that we'll be using. So in this simulation, a schematic S71500 will chosen. So in this simulation, we're using CPU family from 1513-1PM. So this is the article number. Before start using the actual PLC in the plant, need to make sure the order number and the article number are the same, and make sure this PLC is compatible to your system. Then press add. So now we have seen this device view. So now this device only have one PLC is installed on the rail. So we want to add on the input module. So in this example, we'll select a 16 channel input module. Let's drag and drop in the second slot 2. Then for the output module, we'll be using another 16 channel output module. Put it at the third slot 3. Then for the power supply, a 25 watt, 24 volt DC is selected. And then put it in the slot 0. Once all the module card is installed, select rail to select all the module card and then compile. Once the compilation is complete, we are ready for the next step, which is ladder logic programming for the PLC. So we go back to the portal view, then select PLC programming. Since there is one main organization block is created, then we select this main organization block. So now this is the interface. First, we create a PLC tags, create a new tag table. This tag table will help us to keep track of which input and output. We'll label a name for the input and output and then assign it to the address. So in the tag table, we create a new tag table. Let's call it pull low level switch. Then to assign its address, since pull low level switch is the input, so it have an operand identifier as I. Address 0 indicate using the first channel of the input module. Bit number 0 means the first using the first location in the first channel. Next, let's name it as tank low level switch. This one also an input, also using a first channel but with different bit number. Next is tank high level switch. Also, this is an input from first channel but will be a different bit number 2. And next one is our output. We call it motor pump. Since it's output, so the operand identifier will be changed to Q, and then using a first channel 0. For this one, we will be using 0 bit number. Then our tag table is complete. So proceed to program the blocks, the LED. In this system, SR flip-flop is used. Drag and drop into here. and then assign it with the tag just now that we label as water pump output. So for S here, this will be the input that indicates when the motor should be in set mode. So we drag a normal close contact to here. And then this one will be assigned to the tank low level switch. Then another normally open contact to here. This one we will name it as pull a tank high level switch. And then the next one will be another close contact over here. We label it as pull low level switch. And this one go back to the R. So what happens over here is essentially when the tank low level switch cannot detect the water, so sending a 0 signal here. So from here will be normally closed will be enable this motor pump to be set to activate the motor pump. But if the tank high level switch in sense detect water, it will be sent a high signal to R1 to reset the motor pump to stop the motor pump. Or in another case, when there is no water in the pool, whereby the pool low level switch is sensing water, so the switch will sending a one signal to this normally closed switch and then activate the reset. So the motor pump also will be stopped regarding the tank low level switch is high. The tank low level switch doesn't sense water. After that, we are ready to simulate the PLC. First, select the start simulation. Press OK. OK. And then the Siemens PLC simulation will appear and start the virtual PLC. Once it's connected to the TIA portal, it will start to configure and download the hardware and software. Press load. Here we select our action, the start module. Finish. Once finished loading, you can see the run stop over here over the PLC simulation. PLC sim is activated. Then we can proceed to download the software and hardware change to the device, to the virtual device. Press load. Then press finish. So in here, select this button to monitor, and then we'll start the simulation. From here you can see green lines means it's true, the blue dotted line means it's false. So now we can open up our PLC sim. So in the PLC sim window, open a new project. New. So we name it as water pumping system simulation. And press create. Once the project is created, we navigate to the sim table and then press load project tags. And from here, we can determine the true and false condition of the input and output. Now we can start to simulate our project. So for the first condition, imagine we have the pool, our pool low level switch is filled with water. So but our tank low level switch doesn't fill up with water, so it's a false. Tank high level switch doesn't detect water, also indicates a false. In this case, the motor pump will activate and then pump the water from the pool to the tank. So let's say the water will continue filling up the tank until it reaches the low level switch, and then here will be give up a true signal. The water pump will still continue to working, continue the pumping. Into next case whereby the tank high level switch detects water and then give a high signal here, true signal here. Then this is the part where the motor pump will be stopped, give a false. So let's say after some time, the water in the tank evaporates, and then the tank high level switch doesn't detect water anymore. So this one will be a false. And then the water pump doesn't start immediately. So let's say the water continue to evaporate, the water is continually lost until the tank low level switch doesn't detect water again. So let's turn it off first, and then the water pump will turn on and start to pumping water from the pool to the tank. But let's say if continue pumping, but the pool is out of water, so the pool low level switch doesn't sense water and give a force, the motor pump will be stop working.